99 Nights in a Forest is a pretty tough game for beginners, especially if you know nothing about this game and don't know what to do. And it takes a lot of time, mainly time, not much effort, but a lot of time to get to 500 days. Now before I start, please remember to like, So the first tip that I have for you, this is a super early game, which is basically ignore everything and just cut down trees, okay? This should be your first step in every single game. Now, how you want to do it is you just grab out your old axe and you just left click the tree until it dies. And then when it does, you want to equip your old sack and then you want to just put some logs in it. And then you want to feed it to the fire, okay? Keep doing it until you've unlocked the level 2 campfire, alright? And boom. Now the fire has increased, the map has grown. Now, here's a third tip. You want to go ahead and get these flowers. The flowers are pretty good. You can use them with the fairy. You will see the fairy later on in this video probably. But with the fairy, you could exchange 20 flowers for something. So here's another crucial tip. This is, I forgot, third, fourth tip. The tip is that when it is nighttime, the first night, the deer will not attack you, alright? So basically, that means that I can literally just go ahead and continue exploring. The first night, the deer will only like stay by a campfire. It will not attack. Okay, and here's another tip. As soon as you create the map, which is your first item, you want to just go and speed through the benches. And after this, in number 2, the only thing you really want is the old bed. You could get a sundial if you really want to, but old bed and then skip straight to bench number 3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the old bed right there, like so. And let's continue on with exploring. Here's another tip for you guys. When it gets to nighttime, such as this, it just got to nighttime, always be on the lookout for any glowing white eyes. Because the glowing white eyes mean that there is a deer currently chasing you. So just be very careful about that. Oh, I am dying of hunger right now. But yeah, you gotta be very careful of that. Just like now, when I'm very low on hunger, I'm not gonna sprint. But I'm just gonna constantly look around to see if there's any deer coming by. Because if there is, I already have my old flashlight ready. And all I have to do is just shine on them. Now here's another tip for you guys. If you position it well, you can actually go ahead and kill something like a wolf without taking any damage. You just have to keep your distance. Because you have a slightly higher range than the wolf. So if as you can see there, I took 0 damage from it and I was able to kill it. So if you maintain a very specific amount of distance, you can hit the wolf and the wolf can't hit you. Therefore you can get free hits on it and kill it without taking any damage. Now here's a tip for saving the kids. Normally there will be a den like this. You can kind of just stay up here and just shoot them like this, and then the wolves will kind of all pile up down there. Now make sure you don't fall down into this pile, because if you do, then you just die. But you can just safely shoot them like this. As long as you have enough bullets, such as me here, I got 36 bullets. You can just get free kills on these wolves. And it should be easy den save for me. So I'm just gonna go left click a couple more times. I used a couple of bullets, but now remember to use the red key like so. I also got a whole lot of meat like here. This will be pretty good in case if I have any food shortages. I can just head in here, open up the door, and save the kid. Never mind, my bag's full. Now I can save the kid by putting him in my sack. Now here's a tip for the wood. What you can actually do is your axe has a slight AoE distance. So if you have 2 trees grown very close to each other, if you position yourself in the middle between them, you can actually chop down 2 trees at once. So I'm going to go ahead and find a tree like this and I'll demonstrate it and show you guys. Unfortunately, it is pretty difficult to find 2 trees that are right next to each other. I found some that are pretty close, but not exactly right next to each other, so it doesn't really apply. But you can plant your own trees and then make it so that they're right next to each other in order to go ahead and fully utilize this trick. Now, here's another tip for you guys. You can actually alternate between the 2 weapons so you can fast fire. So I'll show you guys what that means. I have the rifle and the revolver, right? And you know how every time you hit there's a cooldown between them? If you swap between them, you can actually fire super fast, like that. And then I'll just reload up the rifle and you can just reload it and shoot really fast consecutively. You can do it multiple times and you can use it to quickly kill something big like a bear, or you can even use it on something like an alpha wolf. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill all these wolves real quick. Oh, I missed my shot. Killed them all. Now I can go ahead and get this blue key and redeem another kid. Oh, here's another tip. One thing that you can craft are these rainwood storages, and they're actually super helpful. Because, okay, the first thing you can do is you can build them around your base like this in a circle. And basically what it'll do is that if you build enough of them all around, it'll make it so that the cultists, they can no longer attack you anymore, because they'll just be stuck at the edge and then they literally can't get in. So they could just AFK in the middle, and as long as you have enough farms set up, such as these things, farm plots set up, they could just AFK because you have enough food. And for the fuel, you can have these farm plots produce carrots, and then using the carrots, you can put it through a biofuel processor, and then you can actually just AFK in here using the rainwood storage. So that's one tip. And another tip with this exact rainwood storage, but it's a different tip, is you can actually make a small AFK chamber with it. So how do you do it? Basically, you grab one storage, okay, you put it like this, and then you grab another one, and then you build it like this, where you have enough room to exit out of here, to squeeze out, but just enough to squeeze out, like this. This way you can AFK in here and you should be relatively safe, and then you can actually just squeeze out here whenever you're done AFK. Just a little bit though, because I'm pretty sure cultists can hit through here. They will manage to glitch through here, and also if it's just this space, you won't have enough space to like put down your farm, and then your fire will run out. So this is like a temporary AFK place. You AFK in here for like 5 minutes, and then you can leave like so. Now here's the last tip, and this is related to our diamonds and our classes here. So the classes update gave us a whole bunch of classes and different ways to get diamonds, and what I recommend you guys do for this tip is to go ahead and just do enough achievements so that you can get the most basic kind of class. And what class should you go for? You want to skip camper because this sucks and go straight for scavenger. Scavenger, I think, is on par or even better than the medic and the cook, and it only costs 25. The plus 2 sack space will be very crucial at the beginning, and the level 3 chance to get scrap and the bonus drop from chests will also be very crucial. And let's take a look over here. The best things for you to get, obviously the survive X amount of days ones, but also combat, this one's really easy to do. You want to buy a box of seeds, this one's also really easy for you guys to do. Leveling up the campfire should be a given. Also, try to, you can ask one of your teammates to die, and they can go and revive them, like so. Obviously craft something. Let's see, if there's anything else that's easy. This is not as easy because you need to go hunt down a bear. Orienteering, you need to go hunt down a bear to save the last child. So 99 days ones aren't as easy because obviously 99 days, and these are obviously pretty difficult. And one easy one would actually be humiliation. This one is actually super easy. It shouldn't be 4 star, it should be like 1 star, because all you need is a bear trap. And what you do is you put a bear trap on the floor, and then you repeatedly step on it until you take damage. Now you take damage enough, you'll eventually die, but when you do die, you'll get the achievement, the hidden achievement, which is humiliation.